everyone. Today I'll be sharing my learnings about our food ordering system program, which demonstrates key object-oriented programming concept in Python, such as inheritance, method overriding, and polymorphism. The first line creates a class named food, which acts as the parent class for all food types. The second line defines a method named prepare inside a food class that will later be customized by subclasses. Pass means the method does nothing yet and only serves as a placeholder for future implementation. The fourth line also defines another method called serve inside a food class. Pass again acts as a placeholder, meaning subclasses must define how serving will work. The first line creates a pizza class that inherits from food, meaning it follows the same structure. The second line defines how pizza will override the prepare method from the parent class. The third line prints the actual steps of preparing a pizza when the method is called. The fourth line also defines how pizza overrides the serve method. The last line just prints how pizza is served to customers. Same goes for here. The first line creates another subclass called burger that also inherits from food. The second line overrides the prepare method for burger. The third line just prints the process of making a burger. The fourth line also overrides the serve method for burger. And the last line just also prints how the burger is served. This part is responsible for interacting with the user by displaying a simple menu system and collecting their input. The first line prints a welcome message to let the user know that they are inside the food ordering system. The second line displays the available choices, where 1 is pizza and 2 is burger acts as menu options. The third line uses the input function, which allows the program to pause and wait for the user to type their choice. And whatever the user enters is stored in the variable choice, which will later be used for decision making in the program. This part controls the logic of the program by checking what the user selected and deciding what object should be created. The first condition checks if the user input is equal to 1. And if it is true, the program creates an instance of the pizza class and assigns it to the variable food, which means the program is now working with a pizza object. The program also prints pizza order as a confirmation message so the user knows their selection was successfully recognized. The elif condition checks if the user input is 2, and if so, it creates a burger object instead and assigns it to the same variable food, showing that one variable can hold different types of object depending on the user's choice. If the user enters anything other than 1 or 2, the else block executes, which prints an error message invalid choice and stops the program using exit, ensuring that invalid input is properly handled and does not continue execution. The last part executes the methods based on the objects stored in the variable food, and this is where polymorphism is demonstrated. Even though the code calls the same method names, prepare and serve, the actual output depends on whether the object inside food is a pizza or a burger. If food contains a pizza object, then the burger version will run instead. This shows polymorphism in action because the method calls behaves differently depending on the object type, making the program flexible and reusable.